back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing a full face of Makeup Revolution. So it's been a while since I've actually done a full face or really purchased anything new from Revolution, because the stuff that they've been coming out recently has not really appealed to me that much. But they recently came out with their IRL Filter Finish Concealer, and in all honesty, I wasn't a big fan of their foundation. I thought it was a bit too heavy, a bit too cakey for me, and so I did use it a couple of times and got rid of it. But they have the new concealer, so I'm actually really intrigued. And I picked up a couple of other things as well, because they had like a massive sale on, so I thought I would just incorporate it all into a video while using a couple of other Revolution products that I've been keeping, because I've been doing like a declutter recently and there's a couple of things that I've kept, and yeah, I thought I would just show you guys in one video. So let's start off with primer. So I'm starting off with my H2O hydrating primer. So this is the Relove Revolution, and to be honest, this is the only primer I have by Revolution, because I want to try lots of different primers by Revolution, but I don't think any of them really appeal to me that much, and they're all like over the £10 mark. And with Relove Revolution, all of their products are under £5, so I know that might not mean that it's the most amazing, but to be honest, I've used this for quite a while and I do like it a lot. It's just, yeah, it really hydrates me, especially on a day like this where I'm super duper dehydrated and the sun is kind of out today, and it's like sunny and kind of like just really warm at the same time. So I really want like a primer to actually like give a really nice effect on my skin. So this is perfect. I mean, I need to pick up a new primer by them because I have had it for a while, but it's still going perfectly fine. So let's go on to foundation. So I have the Super Matte, again by Relove Revolution. I think this like Relove Revolution is like the most affordable brand, in all honesty, because like I mentioned, everything is under £5. Not everything is of course amazing, but I still feel that they have some really good things. So this is a Super Matte 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. So I am gonna use this like as a foundation, as a concealer, of course not because I have the new concealer to try. So I got the shade F3, and it is a little bit pale for me, which is a bit of an understatement, because I tend to underestimate how pale foundations are, or underestimate like how pale I am. So I'm just gonna get this on with a sponge because I just prefer to use a sponge currently. And this foundation is quite nice. Like I mentioned, it is super matte and it is very full coverage. So for me, who has very like pigmented skin, this is perfect to kind of like hide all my imperfections. Okay, so that's the foundation on me, looking super duper pale, but I knew that was obviously gonna happen. So let's go on to the concealer. So when you purchase this, I mean, at the moment, currently when I'm filming this, when you go on the Revolution website and you pick up something, you can get like a sample of this concealer. I stupidly picked up the sample even though it's got the shade that I have on here, but I was just really intrigued to kind of see if I could see if any of the other shades would match me a bit more, because I got the shade C 0.2. So I mean, this has got 0.1, 2, 5, C2 and C1, so they all look very similar, and you can get all the different colours for like different skin tones that come in a pack of 5, I believe. But apparently this concealer is long wear, breathable, 16-hour, oil free. But one thing I did see as well, that it's waterproof. So I mean, I'm not going into any swimming pools or anything at the moment, or I'm not gonna like have a shower on with my makeup, so I'm just intrigued to see how waterproof it is. I probably can't test it as it is today, but I'm just really intrigued to see how this works. But I really like the doe foot as well, because it's just a really nice little curve, and I can see that it kind of will get into the corners that I need it to really easily. So I'm really just intrigued to see how this will work. I'm just going to tap it in to see how it will just settle into my eyes. On concealer now, I never put on a whole load because it's just unnecessary to put like too much, especially if it says that it's a full coverage concealer. But I really like this doe foot. I'm just gonna cover up any other like kind of spots that I have that I want to cover up. So I don't have a whole load of space to test out with this concealer today, but I do quite like it. It's blending out quite nicely, and I think the foundation I might have put on too much because it looks quite heavy on me, but that was my own fault. I always tend to overkill on the foundation, but when I'm looking at my under eyes, I can definitely see it's brightened. So I think the colour is totally fine, like if you could make any difference. But yeah, this is fine. I mean, I'm going to powder this down anyway because I have, again, my face is so combination that as soon as I put any type of product down, I need to set it all in. So now I'm going to go in with a bit of bronzer because I need to just slightly tone this down a bit. So I'm going in with the sculpting bronzer in the shade Bahai, and I've had this for a really long time. This is the from Revolution Pro. So this is one of their kind of, I'm not going to say they're higher end sister brands because they're not high end, they're just a bit more pro if that's the word. But I like some of their products. Like, they're not always up my street, but they do have some products that I feel are really nice, and this is definitely one of them because I've always been really intrigued about bronzing and contouring the right way. So let's go on to a new product. So this is not new by any chance, but it was part of their sale. So this is the Planet Revolution Colour Pot. So this is a lip and cheek tint. So I got the shade Sweet Rose. So this is actually a really nice colour. I was looking at it before I just started filming. So this is like a different type of blush that I tend to go for, and this is a duo item, so you can use it on your lips and on the face. I'm only going to use it on the face because I mention this all the time in all my videos. I don't like to use products in multiple places on my face. I just stick to one thing. So I am gonna get my brush and I'm just gonna tap this. Oh, it looks very pigmented. I'm gonna tap some of it off onto my palette because I don't want it to be overkill on my face, even though blush is like one of my favorite things. I think I might have put too much on anyway, but we're just gonna blend. And this is a really nice color. It smells very fragrant. Like, it's got a very strong smell, which isn't always like the best for me because of my sensitive skin. I need to have a lot of fragrance free products, but you know, it never really affects me that much. This is very pigmented, so I can warn you in advance, if you do get one of these, or if you have one of these, please only use the smallest amount unless you're going for clown-esque, which is what I do on a regular basis. But this is really nice. I mean, I've wanted to try it for so long, but it was part of their sale, so I think I got it for about maybe £4 or even less than that. And Planet Revolution, I've only tried one or two things. They have a trio of like bronze, highlighter and blush, which are like super shimmery. They're nice, but they're so overly glittery and so over the top that I don't really use it as much. I have kept it part of my declutter because they are really nice, but I just feel like it's a bit too much. So I'm actually just going to powder this blush down a bit more because I think I might have just added a bit too much. Okay, so now we're going to go on to highlighter. So I have purchased the Ozzy Osbourne collection highlighter. So this is Bark at the Moon. So this is part of their like new kind of thing with Rock and Roll Beauty. So I've mentioned in my Ozzy Osbourne like makeup collection review that they have also like Def Leppard and they have Twisted Sister. They previously had Jimi Hendrix like collabs and stuff. I find it very weird collabing with like people who are no longer around, but this highlighter was on sale, so I wanted to get it because I loved the eyeshadow palette and their lipstick so much. And this is, like I mentioned, the shade Bark at the Moon. So this has got a really cute bat on there, and I'm just gonna swatch it because I know it looks quite icy, but I'm gonna see if it looks very chalky. I mean, it does look a tad chalky, but we are just gonna go for it because I bought it to review. So let's just tap this on, a little bit of kickback, which isn't always the worst, tapping off any excess, which is a lot. And yeah, I'm just going to put it on places that I normally highlight. So just going to go on my cheeks. Oh, that's nice. A bit more. Oh, yeah, it does seem very kind of chalky, but it does have a nice kind of glow to it. So it's not completely just like shimmer. So I mean, this side is always probably one of my favorite best sides out of the two. I prefer when it comes to like putting on makeup, but I don't know, yeah, it's nice. It's definitely pigmented. I can say you do get a bit of kickback, which is not always a big problem, but if you just tap in like once and it explodes, it's a little bit much. So I'm just gonna go off camera and put on a primer because I don't have a Revolution one, even though I'm pretty sure they have it, but then we'll move on to the eyes. Okay, so now we're going in with the Ultimate Nudes dark shadow palette. So I know they're always coming out with like new eyeshadow palettes, but nothing was really appealing to me, and so I thought I would get this because I've wanted it for ages, and I think it was about maybe £4, and so I thought let's just pick it up. So I'm just going to do like a nice little look. There's no names on these, so I'm just going to go in with just a couple of shades, and yeah, let's hope it's got some pigment to it. I did put down my Decay Potion because I just use that with every time I use an eyeshadow, so let's give this a try. Okay, so that's a really nice first transition shade. So that was just a really kind of like light pink. So now I'm going to take something a bit more fluffier, and I'm going to go in with this deeper shade in the corner and just kind of bring it out. A lot of fallout in this, but you know, we're just going to carry on. So I'm just going to bring it out as a wing and then bring it up. That's a really nice shade. I like that a lot. Now let's go in with a bit of a smaller brush now, and we're going to go in with the shade just here, and I'm going to bring that out into the middle part of my crease. Yeah, that's really good. So now let's go into I kind of feel like warming up just the middle bit slightly, so I'm going with this shade, and then we'll end it on a shimmer because yeah, the shimmers are always probably like my most exciting part because shimmers are just the nicest. So let's hope any of the shimmers here will give me some kind of pigment. Now with this you do get 3 shimmers, so I am probably going to go in with maybe this one just here because it's kind of in between these two. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. Let's hope. So, oh yeah, that's nice. It's a really nice palette. I mean, it's not the most like amazing palette, but it still gives you some really nice pigmentation, and it gives you just a nice kind of oomph if you want something nice and just simple. So let's go on to eyeliner. So these eyeliners are so damn good. So this is the Revolution Catwoman eyeliner pen that I got part of their DC collaboration, but I got this at a beauty outlet. So a lot of places, this is not coming out, a lot of products now do end up in the beauty outlet. Not that that is a bad thing, I mean, because Revolution come up with so much stuff that I'm pretty sure that some of the stuff that they have will go out of date unless they kind of like sell it to a third party, or maybe it's another company that do it, I don't really know. But this is actually made out of, I don't know if it's made out of like cardboard, because it's a much different feel than like a plastic one, but this like pen is so damn good, so I highly recommend this. And there's also the Real Revolution liquid eyeliner, which again, they're both under £5 and they do not budge. When I take them off at the end of the day, I really have to scrub my eye to get them off, but this is really great. Nice and simple. We're going to mascara now, so we're going in with the Kombucha Extra by I think it's this XX Revolution. Again, a brand that I like, but I don't feel that has like a whole load of like amazing products. But this mascara is still pretty nice. I think it's like the only mascara that I have by them now, because I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of mascaras anyway, but it's nice to have a mascara anytime that I need one. Alright, now so we're going to end on the lips. So I have these IRL filter finish lip liner, so this is new to my collection, and then I have this one which is the lip cream, which I've had for a while. So this is in the shade Espresso Nude, and I think this is in burnt cinnamon. This really smells of cinnamon, which is a bit much. The smell is really overpowering. So yeah, I'm going to go in with the lip liner and then the lipstick on top. Okay, this pencil is very pink. Not what I was expecting for something that's called Espresso Nude, because it's actually meant to look quite deeper, but it's not. And it smells so plasticky. I don't know what it is, but that's definitely a different colour than I expected. But alas, we will carry on with the lipstick now. This I know for sure is a great colour, so. Okay, so that is the lips sorted, and now we're just going to end everything with my setting spray. So this is part of the Friends collection that I got from the outlet as well, just because I'm going out later, so I just want everything to like stay in place. Okay, so this is my finished look using all products by Revolution. So again, I always have a small love for Revolution. They're a brand that I have personally always constantly purchased from. They always have some hit and misses, but you know what, the main reason for me doing this video was for the concealer, and my under eyes are looking like they always do, to be honest. Like, they're always going to be a little bit crinkly. I always set everything and it's always going to be a hit and miss product for me, but I really like the doe foot, and so far I think it's quite nice. It's not like amazing, but I think it's like £8 or £9, so it's not too bad, and you do get a lot of product in here. And if you're kind of intrigued, I don't know when I upload this if you can still do it, but get the sample pack as well, just to test it out if any of the shades work for you. And I mean, the blush really pigmented, like crazy pigmented, and the highlighter is very nice as well. I think I prefer the Aussie like eyeshadow palette, and the lipstick as opposed to the highlighter is just a bit too kind of crumbly and a bit too I don't know, I do like it, but yeah, let me know what you think. Have you purchased anything by Revolution recently? I know a lot of people have stopped purchasing from Revolution due to reasons, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.